as you see, I just put more petals all the way around, and I have a total of 5 petals, and we just completed that little circle. You'd be surprised once you start doing this how fast these are to really make. I'm going to take a little lid and set that on because that kind of gets a little bit heavy, and we're going to take our next piece of QuikCopper. Make sure you're only working 1 petal at a time, only cutting off the little bit at a time. So this time I'm going to actually cut a little bit less of QuikCopper off, not quite as much because we want these to start being smaller. We're not going to put this on every time because we're working and grabbing so much of this quick wood, but when you're done with your quick wood, put that little piece that you took off in the very beginning back on to help keep that nice and fresh. If any of this should be crusty when you open it, just simply switch and, cut that right off just like that and put that on, and you continue working from there. So we're going to make sure again that we remove all of our plastic off. I know sometimes I don't remove all of that plastic off, and I'll be putting the leaf on, and here comes this little plastic piece that I don't really want, and I have to take it out and start all over. The really nice thing about quick wood and QuikCopper is if you didn't like what you did, you simply pick that little piece up and redo it. We get do-overs in this, so that's one thing that's really nice. Okay, as you can see, I've kneaded this till all my marbleizing is gone, and I'm going to roll it into the ball again. I'm going to roll that like you did before. I just simply take my finger and push that imprint in. Sometimes if you just kind of slide your finger up a little bit, that it happens to get this back part sliding a little bit further. So we're going to pull that out. My hands are starting to stick a bit, so I'm going to get a quick squirt of the vegetable spray there, and I'm going to bring that to a point right there. And we're going to come in here, and this time we're going to bring it in a little bit further, and we're going to add 4 petals this time instead of 5. And we're going to do the same thing, smooth that down so our fingerprints don't show. Come in with the perforated clay tool and put our little lines on there. If you don't like this one, do the straight line. That's fine. I like to do the straight lines for the leaves. That's kind of what I leave that for. Coming in with my mop, I make sure I'm getting my gold color off, and I'm going to put the purple color on. We're putting that all in the center, just like we did the bottom leaves, or petals, I should say. And then I kind of wipe that off and go to the gold shimmer. And just put that around the edges just to highlight those edges. And then I'm also going to come in here and do that again, just right at the beginning of that petal, just to bring those highlights out. Woo, we got a little bit much there, so I'm going to fan a little bit of that off right there. And so we're going to go ahead and do 3 more of those on this section of the flower to go all the way around just like the 5 did. So come back in a second and we'll do our 3 little ones.